Welcome to 2024. This is going to be a January reading for you guys. Happy New Year, Virgo. We're going to get some oracle cards for you here. Oh, no big deal. South. I forget who else had this, but if you've seen it before for your sun, moon, or rising, pay attention. New adventures. This is like Star Wars vibes. This is like heading into whole new alien year vibes, which means you could be feeling totally new in a totally different phase of life. So I started like a whole new project recently and it's going super well, but I've never experienced anything like it. Like I feel like I am succeeding beyond anything that I've done before. And it's like completely new territory. Like I don't have a lot to make sure that I know I'm on the right track because it's farther in life than I've ever been before. And that's to me what South feels like here for you. Adventure. Look at your cute little red umbrella. You are dressed for the occasion. You are excited to go. Lots of new experiences, adventures. This could be in relationship, career, whatever, home life, anything. But January might see you at the start of a whole new you, Virgo, past what you've ever experienced before. Active online green. Could be feeling really charged this month. Active online green. This is such an interesting deck. Lots of new life energy, lots of just activation. So be careful this month to really rest. Take all the time you need to turn off, right? So if you're consistently just excited on go with all of the projects that you have, remember to take time for you and calm your nervous system. Also trust. You might not know where you're going. That's exactly what I was just talking about. If you are up leveling, if you are in a situation, Virgo, where you are just experiencing so much new, you are charging forward, you are saying yes to the universe, you are saying yes to new opportunities, close your eyes and trust that spirit has you, right? It's not a time to think about it. It's a time to feel into it. It's that trust fall. She's literally like falling back, or he, whoever. So fall into life, girl. You got this. It's going to be a fabulous month. Yarrow has come up for so many signs. Yarrow is telling you that you are exceptionally protected. Look at that beautiful like yarrow bubble in the middle there. This is saying that you are protected, that the hands have you. And also, this is a really interesting metaphor for growth here, because you're protected, but also make sure that these hands, whether they're your protection or the protection you've set up for yourself in your community, whether this is relationships, whether people are holding you accountable, whether this is like a particular structure you have set up at work or at home or whatever, isn't keeping you too protected, right? Like give yourself a lot of space to grow. But as you are feeling vulnerable, as you are feeling interested in growth, as you are exploring totally new adventures and new people, places, things this month, Virgo, be sure to make sure you're not like holding yourself in too much either. That came out very strongly as well. Sorry, I have like a little bit of a thumb injury. Speaking of adventures, so I am treading lightly with my thumb here. All right, we're going to get you a Celtic cross, see what other adventures you have coming up here for January 2024. Pardon me, these are just kind of down and dirty. We're just going for it. So it's not going to be perfect here in the screen, and that's okay. Virgo, central theme for you guys is the Tower in reverse. Fascinating. With the Nine of Cups. Okay, so you are avoiding something here, Virgo, through the month of January. You are allowing yourself to move forward without completely falling apart, without completely falling down. This is a really interesting combo, because through the month of January, you are really going to be asked to say, where do I need to let it all go? The Tower is where we let everything go. It's oftentimes a situation or an act of God, right? Like a tornado or an earthquake or something that takes down the structures of our life that aren't working anymore. When we see it in reverse, we're oftentimes either resisting that or we've avoided some kind of catastrophe. Maybe you were about to move, but something fell into place. Maybe you like got into a fight with your landlord, but something really repaired and you don't have to move. A wonderful situation. Maybe you were about to break up. Maybe you were about to lose a job. Those all sound kind of like drastic examples, but the Tower can often be a drastic example. So whatever it was your wish come true. Nine of Cups is about your wish coming true here. This is about something you saved or you are saving through the month of January that's going to feel really fulfilling to you, or has been feeling very fulfilling to you. This is something that you've been wishing for, wanting for through the month. What are you actively cultivating this month? You are stepping out of nap time. You are coming out of a period of rest. Oh gosh, you might also actively be resisting rest as well. This is a real push-pull month for you, Virgo. You're really going to be looking into how are you going to balance. It came up immediately for me with this Yarrow card, which is not the sentiment that I have said, I believe, in some of the other readings where Yarrow has come up. Make sure that you're not too confined, so you're protected, but also make sure you're not too confined. This is going to be a month for you where you really are going to be on the edge of like, okay, do I need to rest or do I need to get up out of my rest and go manifest? Do I need to like let something go and actually move on from the landlord situation that isn't working? Or do I need to save it and really have that conversation and stay where I am? Only you're going to know, but it's going to be your heart's desire here. So lean into what feels good. What is in your subconscious? What are you building the rest of the month off of? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is a whole new you. Yes, girl, we are building something out of a new paradigm, a new structure. This could be a whole new job. This could be looking in different directions. The 10 of Pentacles is about legacy. It's about wealth. It's about material gain that you have worked for over time. So we aren't necessarily relying on what you have built in the past, Virgo. We are absolutely looking at the future and whole new systems. Like you could have lost a job. You could have lost a line of material wealth that was coming in for you or a place to live. It's not feeling like you lost it to me. It's feeling like you're looking in whole new directions that you might not even have anticipated or thought of before. New adventures coming to you. So it's not feeling like a loss so much to me as a total redirection. You're like, actually, I don't want to double down on my business this month. I actually want to set my business aside and take a vacation or look at other ways that I'm excited to make money or to structure my life in this month and maybe in the whole new year. What happened here in the recent past? Okay, speaking of transformation, Virgo, something really transformed for you here in the recent past. The death of a relationship, the death of the way that a relationship used to be, the death of a job, the death of something about yourself. Maybe you've been going through a lot of therapy and personal transformation. Something in the recent past here has done some extreme transformation, and there's a lot of letting go here. There's a lot of shedding. When we see the death and the Tower card in the same reading with the Nine of Cups, this is something you have absolutely been manifesting. This is something you've been wishing for, but in order to bring in the new, in order to find new directions, in order to go on a whole new adventure, you have to let go of the old. You can't go left and right at the same time. You have to choose one direction because we have not yet figured out as a human species how to be two people in the exact same moment, right? So something in the past you let go of here, died, transformed, and it is sending you right into some serious Seven of Wands energy. You are defending what is yours. This reminds me, a long time ago, I wanted to bring a date to a Christmas party, and some of my family were sort of like snickering, like, oh, you're going to bring a date, blah, blah, blah. This is the Seven of Wands energy for me. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I am going to bring a date. It's going to be great. They are the most wonderful person in the whole world. They are going to bring so much fabulous energy to the party. I don't care what my family says. I don't care what anyone makes fun of me, right? I've said siblings, and they were giving me some like, whatever, teasing me about things. And I thought, you know what? This is mine. This is what I want to do. This feels really good to me. That's the Seven of Wands energy. You are focused in a new direction coming up here in the new future. You are excited to move forward to wherever it takes you, and you're not going to take any shit from anyone. You know what? You can go get yours. I'm getting mine here. You might have a lot of things to say about it, whether it's more or less harsh, whether it's making fun, whether it's supportive, but I'm going to do me. I've worked really, really hard to get to this place in life where I see the vantage point of where I'm going and where I have been, and now I'm choosing my own direction and I'm sticking to it, and you can go to your direction. So I love this energy for you here, Virgo. You've got a lot of change going on, but you're fighting for yourself. The Seven of Wands is a card where you really want to stand up and fight for what you feel really good about. It's not a card to like walk away in conflict. It's a card to stand up and say, I hear what you're saying and I actually don't care right now. Please put your opinions away until I ever ask for them, if I do. How are you feeling about all of this? You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are on the right track. You know you are leaving something behind and moving forward. Six of Swords is all about moving forward. This could actually mean divorce, moving away from a relationship that hasn't worked, moving away from anything that hasn't worked for you in the past. You've gone through some major transition, Virgo, and January is seeing you with new sights set ahead, a whole new level of vulnerability. You're activated for it. You're trusting the universe and you're moving forward, and you know you are. So you are really in like a lot of alignment. People, places, things this month that are going to help you move forward. Eight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. So you might have some folks that don't really understand. Eight of Cups is a lot about like emotional overwhelm, leaving situations that don't feel really good to you. So this in the space of your environment here says you might bump into people, places, things that don't really understand why you're moving forward, that want to maybe keep you back. Again, that could even be from like a really good motivation, right? Like, oh, you're going to a new city or you're going to move and I'm really excited for you, but also like, I really don't want you to move. I had a really like good friend of mine. I moved a few years ago, states. I moved to a whole different state. And one of my best friends could not stop telling me how terrible the state I was moving to was going to be. how bad the traffic was and how like terrible it was. And like, it was just a lot of emotional overwhelm. They didn't want to like actually participate in the grieving and the moving on and letting go. It was kind of like actively trying to hold me back a little bit from the best of motivations, from love, from not wanting to lose the friendship. We're still fabulous friends, but that's what you could be bumping into this month, Virgo, is just in your environment, people, places, things that are kind of like feeling sticky, which makes sense that you're moving into this Seven of Wands energy, because you might have to really fight for your right, your opportunity, your voice to move forward into what you want to do. What are you most excited about, fearing? You're afraid that people are going to talk about it. You're afraid of what it might look like. You're afraid of what people are going to say online. You're afraid you're going to post some things and people are going to spy on you or say, oh my God, I can't believe that they're doing that. I can't believe that he's going on this whole new business direction. I can't believe that she's dating this new guy. You're afraid that people are going to talk. You're afraid of what people are going to think. Don't be. You are primed and set. You know where you're going. You're going to be fine, Virgo. Just, you know what the advice is that's coming to mind immediately is talk for them, you know, like make your own story. I'm so sorry, something caught in my throat. A Page of Swords can often be indicative of like people talking online or getting little messages or being catty, being gossipy. So put out the gossip first, you know, like if you have online accounts and you want to like set up a whole bunch of posts that talk about what you're doing, like create your own story versus people creating it for you or talking about you. You know what I mean? Like put it out there if you want, and say your own piece and let that be your story versus what other people are going to say about you. I don't know why that came to mind, but that is the advice that came forward. Overall culmination of your reading, Virgo, this is so beautiful. You have the sun. So this is really fabulous for you, Virgo, shining bright this month. You are just headed for success. You're headed for happiness. You are headed for an open heart. You are headed for your joy. And to see this as the culmination for your reading after you have the Death card here, after you're looking at the Tower card, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, you've been fighting for this. You have been working towards a different direction to go toward your happiness at the cost of some things that you have lost or have had to leave behind. So Virgo, I'm really happy for you. You just move forward in the direction that you're going, keep going. You are in for some fabulous new adventures, and it's all for love and for an open heart and for the best feeling you could possibly have. That's what the sun is. So happy January, Virgo. Love that journey for you. Enjoy.